Guys, back up. Everybody take a step back. Hello.
Hello, Katie.
Yes.
Hi, this is Joe.
Can you see us?
I cannot.
Okay, one moment. Let me see if there camera. There
Can
we
you see
go.
me?
Yep, we can see you. Okay,
Perfect.
guys, back up a step. Thank you. This is Brooke right here next to me, and Brooke has been interested in learning about how gum is made. So she has, Kevin has sent us some videos that she's watched, but she has some questions written for you, and then maybe you can tell her some other things too that might be interesting for her, maybe that she wouldn't know otherwise. So, do you want to listen first or ask your questions first?
Listen.
Listen. Okay. Well, why don't you start then, and she'll listen, and then ask her questions at the end.
I keep getting this pop-up asking me if I want to add other people.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I'm Joe, and I've been with Wrigley for about 24 years. Okay, and I've been involved with a lot of different parts of our process, from gum making to maintaining equipment and engineering. And so I can answer questions in just about any one of those. And now I'm part of our quality team that makes sure that the quality of the gum and the gummies and the lifesavers and the mints are all, really good quality for everyone to eat. So I can speak a lot about gum. So when we make gum, it's like taking large quantities of ingredients. Like so, some of the key ingredients are sugar. So like if you're eating juicy fruit or big red gum, it's a lot of sugar. And then the other big part of the gum is like these different rubbers that when you chew it, it gives it that chewy texture. So there's base rubbers, there's sugars, and then there's different flavors, which are really the key parts to making gum. And all these different ingredients, like those, they go into a very large mixer. Like if you're mixing or making bread, it's a very large mixer that holds about 2,000 pounds of these different ingredients that are then mixed up. And then after they're mixed, they go into what's called an extruder. And then the extruder pushes out a small, like, ribbon of gum. And then that ribbon just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller until it's the thickness of the gum that you chew. And then that gum, those sheets that come off the end of that rolling line is what then goes to our packaging departments. And the packaging departments take these big sheets of gum, a whole lot of sheets of gum, and they actually they go through these big packaging machines that look like big sewing machines. And they have all these different moving parts that put the wrapper around the foil around the gum, then the wrapper around the gum, and then the package around the gum. And then those packages of gum go out to be put in cases and then shipped. So that's a very like a high level of what that packaging and manufacturing process really looks like. Okay, so what questions do you have? And so those packaging equipment, they wrap about almost 2,000 sticks per minute.
Wow.
So when you think about gum, 2,000 of those sticks it will wrap every minute for every machine. And there's probably about 10 or 15 machines that are wrapping one flavor of gum at a time. That's a lot of gum.
There's a lot of gum.
Yeah, I would eat it, but I can't.
Okay, Brooke's going to stay. You guys are going to go to PE. Brooke, what's your first question? Go,
right.
Go, Kaylee. Go, Emmanuel. Want to ask the first one?
Well, for the gum,
I mean, hopefully.
does it have a flavor?
Okay, so the flavor is one ingredient that's added to the gum. So almost every gum has the sugar in it and different sweeteners and that rubber base. And then the flavor is usually another ingredient, which is a liquid, could be a liquid flavor, or sometimes it's a dried powder flavor. And those are actually added into that mixer also, and then everything's mixed up um, before the gum comes out and then goes to the next process. So the flavors are extremely important for our gum. They are very confidential, and so different flavors like the juicy fruit and the double mint and the spearmint, they're all made by a company that is also owned by Wrigley.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you want to ask?
Like, is the gum minty?
Minty, yeah. So different. It's a lot of it is the different flavors that go into each gum. Each type of gum, if it's a winter mint or a spearmint or a double mint, they all have a different flavor that gets added, and that's what really makes that mint flavor or the juicy fruit flavor.
Good. All right. What's your next question?
How long has your company been making gum?
Oh, let's see. So it's been over 100 years. So last year we celebrated Double Mint was 100 years old. Okay, so Double Mint has been made for 100 years now, and I think before Double Mint, let's see, so 2014. Yeah, there might be one gum that's older, but I can't remember exactly how old it is. But I know for sure Double Mint is 100 years old now. So it's been over 100 years.
Awesome. All right. What's next?
Okay.
Can you make like a blueberry flavored gum?
Yeah, I think there's so in different parts of the world because Wrigley makes gum all around the world. Okay, in different countries, China, Russia, India, and different parts of the world likes different flavors of gum more than others. So there is a blueberry flavored gum, and I believe it's in Europe, but it's not in the U.S. So yeah, we can make different flavors of gum.
What's next?
How many hours does it take to make gum?
Oh, that's a good question. So when I talked about all those ingredients that go into a giant mixer, that usually takes about an hour. Okay, and then the next process takes maybe another hour, and then it goes through a cooling process for 1 or 2 days where it just cools because it's pretty warm still once it's done being made. So it has to cool for 1 or 2 days, and then after that it can be wrapped. So if we looked at the whole process from beginning to end of one flavor of gum, it may take 3 days before from when you start to when it's actually finished wrapping.
Okay. Can you do any other like colors of gum?
Yeah, so some of the gums are there's a lot of different colors that we use as ingredients into the gum. Some of them are natural colors that occur that come from just natural things plants that maybe you would see. and other things. But there are natural colors, and then there's colors that are artificial that are manufactured. So there's a lot of different colors that we use, and again, those are added into that mixer. So as everything is mixed, once that's done, that's what the color of the gum will look like, whatever color you put in.
So, like, if there was blueberry gum, the gum would be blue?
Yeah, we can add blue. There's definitely blue flavors that we would add. Hmm.
Cool. My last question is, does your brand only make gum? Does it make, like, different kinds of candy?
Oh, yeah. There's so all around the world now. So we make a lot of gum. We make Starburst. We make Skittles. So Wrigley is Skittles. Wrigley owns Starburst. Um, there's Lifesaver jelly beans, Lifesaver gummies. There's some other products in other parts of the world, like in China and Asia, that are called Sugas. And Sugas is something similar to a Starburst. So those are, and then we also make different mints. So Altoids mints, Lifesaver mints, those are all Wrigley products. So we make a lot of different products, not just gum.
Awesome. You have any other questions that you thought of while you were talking to him?
No.
No. So now do you feel like you know enough about making gum that you can share with the class or make a presentation?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That sounds great.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. I learned a lot in these few minutes, and we appreciate you sharing with us and taking your time today.
Okay, you're welcome. Anytime. I enjoyed it.
Awesome. All right. Well, if we think of anything else, we'll send you an email and see if we can figure it out. So can you say thank you?
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you again. Thank you again.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.